All right, you guys asked for it. Here it is. The top upcoming projects for March 2022. And as usual, I have my main man, Dirty Mo Dan, in the building. And
What's
remember,
good?
according to Dan, this is financial advice. No, let me quit messing around before I get Dan sued. And he's going to lose everything.
You know what's great is the fact that you are the one every single time that says something about financial advice. On the records, I've never said anything with those words in it. So this is not financial advice, and do not edit that, so I say it is. Michael, you're going to kick us off, and we're going to get straight into it because people hate waiting and you talk too much. So straight into the first project.
Fair. All right, cool. So we're going to get right into it and look at some of the artwork. So to me, I think it's super dope. They kind of look like these gangster Care Bears. I mean, I'm kind of old. I don't know if you guys know what Care Bears are. Dan, do you know what a Care Bear is?
Certainly do, mate. Hey, but my question is it just like ripping on like the Fanta Bear style or not?
It worked. Why not? And think about it. How many they have been derivatives. So it is, but it isn't. Like, I think they have like their own super like little flame artwork and stuff as well. Like, I like them. Yeah,
it's more Western style than like the Hype Bears was your Eastern style. Which is the Fanta Bears, sorry. Yeah. The Fanta Bears was also affiliated with like Azek Club, who's Jay Chow is the influencer that's behind that as well. So totally different side of things, but
But it's interesting. It's just westernizing the Fanta Bear model, which makes sense. Everything's an iteration on something else that came before it. So, I mean, one thing that I will say about this project is that I do see like a bunch of whitelists and giveaways happening there. The one critique I would give is that it should be a little bit more engagement in here inside of it. Like, I see they partnered with Wabi Sabi, which is dope, which is another project I'm sure we're going to end up talking about soon enough with that as well. So it's super important to have those collaborations there as well. But the only thing I would say is that it's way too much like whitelist stuff here as well and giveaways. It worked.
What's wrong with whitelist? What's wrong with whitelist? Go.
No, it's nothing wrong with them. I think from the outset, when I first go to a page of a project and all I see is whitelist giveaways and talking about the winners of whitelist giveaways, it kind of dilutes it. It doesn't make it as special to me personally. Also, as somebody who's a bit more seasoned, I'm like, wait a minute, are we going to even make it to the public sale? Is going to be this many people on the whitelist? So I started asking myself the question of how many whitelist spots are they giving, which I'm sure I could find out in the Discord. But when I see this, it makes me think that it's never going to even make it to a public sale. So I got to grind for whitelist to even get in. So that's a deterrent for somebody like me. It may not be for somebody who's newer, but I think you just set you up for those things. I just think it should be a little bit more community engagement and sharing stuff instead of just all whitelist stuff. But it's obviously working because this project is getting a lot of buzz and it actually looks dope. Yeah, there's nothing too much to go into it. I mean, I think I want to look at the website as well. And it's funny that we like turn it into a website critique channel, but I think it's a dope website. I like the little graphics they have lighting up. They're talking about 7,777 dropping on the 6th of March, and it has the actual doxed artist name here, which is something that we talk about time and time and again.
Killer.
But it's super important. Like you can't be undoxed anymore. You don't have to show your face, but you need to at least give us something. We can go hunt you down if you take all of our money, basically. And like everything else, so this is dope. Like, I think it has the photo here. I'm not gonna play the video, but if you go back and check out this video, he talks about a little bit about what he's done in the past, what his future is, vision for the community and everything as well. So it kind of personalizes that artwork is not just a random person that's dropping something that may rug you, right? This is a real artist who's in the game. I can see the real artwork behind him as well, which is super duper dope. And I'm not gonna do it in this video, but I encourage you guys to dive into the Twitter and the Instagram. And I bet you if we went in there, we'll find a bunch of his artwork and past stuff that he's done as well, just to further legitimize that artist. And then it has a roadmap here. There's nothing crazy on the roadmap. I mean, it talks about the cost. Once again, 0.18. Dan says it time and time and again. In times like this, 0.18 isn't that bad of a price. I think the opposite, because since crypto goes up and down, like if you look at it right now, the market's actually on an uptrend. For right now, which I don't know if that's going to last long with interest rates and stuff, but that's another conversation on macroeconomics. But it's up right now, so 0.18 looks a lot more than it did yesterday, basically. Dan, what are
it's all just numbers, mate. It's all just numbers.
What happened to 0.08 though?
We look at a project in a minute, which is minting for 0.06, and I think that is an amazing price because who can afford much more at the moment with the way everything's going? So, and I think we are coming to the point. Two things that I want to really quickly touch on. We're going to see more artists that are actually genuine and have learnt a lot over the past 6 months that have been releasing their NFTs. So this is one example of this here. There was The one that we did a review on the other day, and I've forgotten how to say the name. Let me quickly bring it up.
Shizuka, right?
Yeah. Shizuka. Sorry.
We'll put the video
there's a couple that are
somewhere. Yeah.
Yep. Shizuka, which came out, which is based off, there's a real artist that you can look on their Instagram, see all their stuff. So I think we're going to see a trend change from random artists to actually be legitimate artists that are coming into this space with a lot of advice from other people around them, which is great. The other thing was the price. I think we're going to see more around the 0.1, 0.2 still. I think that's just a given.
There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I won't argue it too much because like this is a legit artist. It's not somebody who just hired somebody to like generate some art for him. This is actually somebody who's been on their craft and has a bit of a following and stuff already. So I can't argue too much with it. I'm not going to go through the whole roadmap, but it's the standard stuff. Like got airdrops coming, level 2 rare, another collection's coming out, merge partnerships, 3D Bear collection, all the standard stuff. There's nothing too crazy here, and it's nothing that really honestly excites me. But at this point, you got to decide, is this a utility project or is it an art project?
What's the point of a roadmap anymore? What's the point of a roadmap?
So you can tick the boxes so people can feel like you're not going to rug them. But honestly, now that it feels like artwork is starting to take the lead over utility, which I feel kind of, I'm not sure about. But I get it. I get it because you're a utility guy. But I get it. So it's like the roadmap is just kind of like, oh, yeah, it's promises that we're making because everybody else is making them. As long as you fulfill it, it's fine. But I think sometimes you set yourself up for failure if you talk about launching a 3D project drop and your collectibles and everything else as well. It's like nobody really asked for that. Actually, now I think about this project, and I'm not an advisor for you guys. I mean, I can be if you want me to be. But this project may have been better to actually let the community decide on what the utility was going to be because the artwork already was good enough. Yeah. So all this stuff that they're putting out with collectibles and stuff, what is the community doesn't care about that? You just don't know. Until you actually build that community and have a successful mint, which it looks like, Rare Bears is gonna do. I mean, those are my thoughts on that. The last thing I'll talk about is the team down below. Like, no avatars, no like little funny cartoon pictures. These are real photos that we can see to click on different people. I think it's super dope. They have their devs on here. It has a project head. It has a smart contract and the founder and artist. Like, this is the perfect way to show your team on your website. Like, I couldn't do it better myself. So I would give this website a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I was going to say, you better not give it 8 or a 9. I feel like it could be a bit more concise, and the roadmap as well.
100%. I want to give it over to Dan for the next project that we have. So Dan, what do we have as that next project, brother?
Well, you told me they were going to make millions from this project if anyone mints it. So you better stick to your word, mate. So we're talking about Dippies, Dippity Doodahs, Dippity Day. They are basically the hippies that are coming into the Web3 space, but they're happy to accept changes. They're happy to go with the times. So you can see the artwork. It's kind of that doodles lines and theme there. They've got a really cool little intro / animation, talks a bit about the project and their vision. So with sound, it's so much nicer. So I'm not going to keep on playing it. But yeah, as I said, it basically talks about they're the modern hippies, or the Dippies are the modern hippies. And they're basically, it's huge on the community emphasis in this project here, which we're seeing a lot. And that's fine. I think people have learned community is the best way to keep a project successful. So people are going to keep on doing it, which is completely fine. These are the type of Dippies that you have here. So Yoga Dippy, Stoner Dippy, old school. You can look through them yourself, I'm sure. Rockstar is pretty cool. So they talk about the fire pit, which is basically by holding it, you have access to the fire pit, which has exclusive rewards, giveaways, and you to basically help shape the future. So it's like they're actually going to release a DAO as well, which it talks about down here.
DAO.
Yeah, Dippy DAO, which is a cool name. So just they're going to be successful off that probably. But yeah, as I say, they're talking about community first. They're going to give a 3 ETH giveaway to the King and Queen. The Dippy DAO, they've got merch. They're releasing the vans. So I really like how they've actually got a follow-up project that they can do as well, which is the Hippie vans, or the Dippy vans, sorry. And then the release of Roadmap 2. Now, this is another pretty good website, and I think the frequently asked questions, quite often you have to actually work to get the answers, so this is nice how they've laid it out here. Pre-sales on the 2nd, publics on the 3rd, there's 8,808 at 0.06. I've not seen a 0.06 project that looks this clean in a long time.
I wonder why they went with 0.06, because everybody else is going like higher.
And their secondary is not 0.5, the secondary is only 5% as well, which is a pretty decent amount. The team is fully doxed for this Dippy here, Sal. And then we've got other people that have their Dippies, and they've got a Batesy advisor, a couple of them, and a Doodle advisor. So I'd be interested to look at their profiles and kind of see a bit about them. But I mean, like, you put a Bored Ape or a Doodle on your profile, and all of a sudden you've got credibility, which is just crazy that you can. I mean, you can buy credibility, right? Can't you?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, it feels like a video within itself, because I feel like a lot of people who have bought Bored Apes or Mutants or whatever abuse that credibility. I'm not saying these people here are doing it, but I have seen some abuse it by just doing all these shady like giveaways and all this other crap as well. But once again, a different conversation. What do you guys think though in the comments? Let us know. Do you feel like some people abuse that authority, or can you buy that influence by buying the right blue chip project? Let us know in the comments. We'll probably carry this conversation on another video because it is interesting.
Yeah. That Dippy merch looks pretty cool as well. But all in all, it's like, once again, clean looking website. I think the advisors or whoever's been giving guidance to this project has actually done quite well in talking about the styling of it, the background, the video that they've got on the website, how succinct and clear everything is. So as long as the community is vibing and it's actually a good place to be, I think 0.06 is not going to have people that are looking to flip it all of a sudden. It'll have more people that are actually interested and want to get in for the sake of getting into something that's affordable. I think there'll be a lot of demand on the day.
I disagree. Because I think a lot of people that are flippers that are newer are interested at something at a lower price point that they can get in and try to double up at 0.12 or whatever with gas. So I think it actually attracts more people who will be looking to flip at something that starts at a 0.18.
Okay,
that's my opinion.
I'll restart that statement. I don't feel like people are going to try sell it below what they bought it for.
Okay, fair.
So I think there'll be flippers, but it'll actually be a proactive thing where the price continues to do well. This is not financial advice. I'm saying that right now. But at 0.06, if I have something that's in my wallet for 0.06, I'm not going to be too upset about it, right?
Fair.
That's all I have to say.
And that's all I have to say about that. All right, we don't waste your guys' time. We're going to jump straight into the next project, which is NFT Worlds. So if you don't know about NFT Worlds, it's a metaverse project that has compatibility with Minecraft. I don't want to get people confused. Like, if you go to their website, it jumps in and you see something here that says Minecraft. People, oh my God, you could use Minecraft. Like, it's compatible with Minecraft, meaning that you can develop using their API to integrate it together. It's not a partnership, as far as I understand. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but by reading this, I just see compatible.
Do you think that's why the price has jumped up so much?
I don't know. To answer that question, I would have to know what other metaverses are compatible with Minecraft. Let us know in the comments if there's other ones out there that we're missing. If this is the only one, it makes sense from a price standpoint. And that's a perfect segue over to what it actually minted at. So going back on some tweets from back in the day, like, NFT Worlds was actually a free mint where you just paid gas back on October the 5th, right? And then they ended up going, and it was 1,000 worlds minted in the first 5 seconds, and the gas fee shot up to $1,500 per mint. I mean, back then in October, if you would have seen that price, you probably would have been like, oh, I'm not gonna mint because gas is too much. Dan, what do you think? You thought the same, right?
Oh, hell yeah, I would have been out of there in a second, mate.
Well, let me show you why you would have been wrong, right? Let's look at what it is today. Come on down. So NFT Worlds today is a floor price of 10.39. So who in the hell cares about $1,500 in gas back in October? But hindsight's 2020, right? So
that's it. There'll be a lot of people about this project, that's for sure.
100%. And another cool thing about NFT Worlds is that they actually have a token called the WRLD or World Token as well. They've already had one wave of tokens come out that can be claimed by holders in December. There's another wave coming out now. This is just straight from the Discord that came out a few hours ago. You'll be able to go in and claim the second round. And it talks about when the snapshot happened and everything as well. So just jump in the Discord if you do own one of these NFT worlds in the metaverse, so you can claim that world token. We probably should do more tokenomic breakdowns on here. I might get into that one day because I used to do that a lot and I am a big fan of it, but I encourage you guys to do your own research and look at that tokenomics on this token as well. And if you're wondering what the benefit of the actual world token is, it actually is the in-game currency for the world. So you can use it to access items, for upgrades, for perks, content, and everything across all your worlds as well. And then you can play to earn these tokens too. So it is the core token for the world itself. And there's an airdrop happening again for people who already hold them on a specific date, which I mentioned before in the video, guys. And if you're looking for more videos like this, check out the playlist above. Peace.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.